All right, welcome to the build.
Did you manage to get it running? I don't know. Sure, if you've got anything you want to share. But
Yeah, it's running, but as far as demo, I don't really know what it's doing here.
Yeah, because this is the funny thing
basically what
about
I did,
these.
I took the Cloudflare agents repo, and then I started Jetpack with the like baseline code of their SDK, and then I started planning for like replace these components with Cloudflare. And some of this stuff I don't know that it's possible. Like the serverless environments, and it becomes very complex. So I don't know if that will be really doable or not, but I'm just kind of doing a initial run through and trying to get an idea on that.
The Cloudflare agents SD.
Yep.
What were you trying to achieve with this? Is the whole idea because this is compatible with basically like Cloudflare infrastructure, so you can actually run this. Like, can you run this Cloudflare agent starter on their infrastructure? Is that the whole idea?
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, but it works out of the box, right? With Cloudflare.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at like potentially where you run a command to set it up. The initial setup, it launches, you log in, and then that you have your own private, like everything in the cloud memory. That would make it so you could just access your entire environment anywhere.
And this SDK,
so
this
like when
SDK,
you're talking about, oh, I want to do things on my phone, right? So that's a good example. So now that's the first problem that you have with Jetpack is, well, you have to have it all running in the cloud, right?
Yeah, and I've seen a couple of those apps spin up around like, all right, it's like a mobile app that you can SSH into some sort of cloud kind of environment, right? Or like use tunneling. I've never done that with Claude Code where you can like tunnel into a session. I have no idea what that is or how it works or if it's reliable or anything. I'm just looking at this SDK, right? It has components of what we're talking about in this like Jetpack or all these other projects, right? Because it's got an agent SQL database per. How much of this stuff is just replicating? Like you could just throw away a bunch of that Jetpack work and just use, like how much of it is the same?
It's like a complete refactor. The code, you could be using the same concepts and kind of framework, but it's not like LangChain where you can have the same code and then switch out the provider name for the LLM. It's all like, it's not like that at all. No.
Right. Well, I guess what I was more asking is like, yeah, I got really excited about this Jetpack thing as a weekend project, but actually how much of this is just duplicating kind of other ideas that are out there in different ways and forms from other providers, I guess is more my question.
Well, we're talking about Lego blocks of infrastructure, like storage, inference. Like, I see what you're saying, but they just provide the building blocks. They don't have any of this really fully built out. But they do have things like scheduling, for instance. Like if you want to have scheduled tasks, they have a scheduler, right? But you still have to do a lot of the programming. It's not just a plug and play type of thing.
Yeah, cool. Oh, well, we might leave the demo there if you want. Like, watch this space. See how far this thing can go.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to the build.